had until
Yeah, of
now
course.
the
Of course,
sessions,
that's a good idea.
and some people they take the coffee night.
Yeah. Yes. Let's wait maybe about 5 minutes, and we can start at 4.5. Oh, sorry, 2.5.
Slava, two questions. If you have a couple of questions too, if you have a couple of minutes, I have two questions. So is it okay if you and Nick, you know, after I introduce you, so to speak, you are going to say a couple of words? Is it okay?
Okay.
Okay. And the second thing, do you know who is going to be participants as panelists? Do you have some names and some indications? I invited some people. Let's see what's going to happen. I invited them from Poland and from the United States. But we will see how it goes, correct?
Any problem? It's our pleasure to invite all.
Okay. So let's see how it goes. Okay. Thank you very much. I'm ready, and I'm going to be quiet, and I'm waiting.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, one more time, I would like to.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Excellent.
It's pity that I'm not here at Athens. Maybe next time. Just a wonderful place, a magical place, and it's like you. Just
thank you.
It's absolutely amazing. I think that we can start the new history from here together.
Yes, it's very important. This round table, I think it's a new revolution on that.
Yeah, we need something completely new, but based on this Greek old tradition of Plato and Aristotle.
Starts from there.
Yeah, and you are...
Our civilization starts from here, yeah.
Yeah, and it's a pleasure to meet you, that because you continue this tradition.
You continue this tradition. This tradition is not based on Greek people. It's based on the freedom of the mind.
Yeah, exactly. But it's always people who decide, just about the future.
Well, but Nick, there is a good start. I can tell you. Salad Greeks are the most favorite salads I ever had. I always, I love your salad, so it's a good start. It's a Greek salad.
But do you see this place from your window of this officer club?
Yes.
Amazing.
Amazing, yeah. We have been talking with Adam about that. It's just unbelievable. So much symbolism, and it's incredible. I will say this officially in a couple of minutes.
But do you think that someone will join us?
Must, because until now we had the sessions, because some of those, due to technical problems, they keep going. So yes, I think that will be. But anyway, as I saw from the statistics, a lot of people they download conversation of round table that Professor Rzyski makes the last years. They are very interesting, and they come and they follow it.
Okay. Anyway, I'm thrilled to discuss only with you, even if nobody will join. So it will be very important to talk about this future of education with you and Professor Karchenko, Slava. But let's wait a couple of minutes.
Nick, this is our specialty in military. Waiting,
Yes.
waiting, and then doing something very quickly. That's a typical mode, so there's no problem.
Well, this is the picture for the conference hall of desert every year, and this is the Lycée of Aristoteles.
Yeah.
The building builds established on archaeological displays at the end or the start of that. And this is a smaller places. As you see down there far away, there's a buildings that also are placed on archaeological this area.
Oh,
And it's a big place. Yes, here was the Aristoteles Lyceum, and not far from here, about 3 kilometers, 2 kilometers, 2 3 kilometers, is the Platon Academy.
incredible.
Yes, at that time this place here was very nice because near is a river, a small river. So they was working near to the river and all these places.
Do you have your own photograph of this place?
Yes,
Are
yes.
I will be
Yes.
grateful because I'm using photograph that I'm not sure if I have copyrights to this photograph of this Lyceum. Lyceum, yes, is how you
Yes,
in Greece.
yes. Lycio, we say Lycio, it's a Lyceum. Yes, it's the same. Yes, this pictures I made it yesterday.
Oh, so I'll be,
Yes, it's yesterday, Pisco. Yeah.
be very grateful if you will send me this.
Yes, of course.
Because I saw many, but I'm not sure about copyrights. And what is the weather now in Athens?
The weather is very nice. It's very nice. It's about 20 Celsius grados. So the sea is still warm. It's about 16, 18 to until 18. So the temperature in the weather and the sea is almost the same. So today, I suppose so that we will swim with Professor Hatchenko.
Wow.
before our wine.
Yeah. And it's not raining.
No, today is not raining. And the last week, the weather is very good. But 2 weeks ago was a lot of rains. Yes, we have a lot of problems. The climate changing. We hadn't such things 15 years, 20 years ago.
But you will never
Today,
snow for Christmas in Athens. Snow. Not snow.
Not snow. We have sometimes snow, but near to February.
Yeah, in Athens.
But only for 1 2 days. That's it. And of course, everybody's happy. Goes to the works. Everybody we're playing with the snow. So
Rare opportunity. But do you have to change tires in your cars?
No. We don't have to check tires because that day we are not going to work. So we are on foot and we're playing with the snow.
Okay, maybe we will start.
Okay, Sława, thank you very much. So let me start. I'm Andrzej Rusynski. I'm a professor emeritus from the University of New Hampshire in New England in the United States of America. And this is my pleasure to serve as a moderator for the Desert 2025 Roundtable Space Lecture. Let me start with sending my best Christmas wishes to all of you from New England, and also and Happy New Year, and let me also add my best Christmas wishes and a Happy New Year from the IEEE Boston chapter, which I am a member of. And let me just also add that this participation in this session, thank you very much for that, is the best Christmas present I can dream of in my life. So thank you very much for this opportunity. What we are going to do is to follow the agenda, which you can see on this slide. We will start with some introductory remarks by Professor Bardis and Professor Harchenko. And then we are going to have a feature talk by Adam Ustenowicz, who is the film director from Poland, who is going to talk about the essence of our discussion. Then I'm going to introduce our panelists, and I'm going to encourage you very, very strongly to participate, not to be shy, and ask questions, ask provocative questions. So we are going to have the same discussion. We are going to mimic the same discussion as I can see happened at your place 2,500 years ago. After the panel discussion, I would like to say a couple of words of to commemorate Dr. Ted Koczański, who has been a great supporter of everything which you have been doing associated with the Conference of Desert. And please, Dr. Bardis, and please, Dr. Harchenko, say a couple of words opening the round table session. Go ahead, please.
I'm starting, Professor Harchenko.
No. Welcome, Nikos. You are our guest. Welcome.
So this is the shortest presentation I ever had. Very powerful, Slava. Very powerful. Thank you.
Let me see. So thank you that today we're together here. And this is very interesting. It's very interesting round table about the trustworthy, the resilience of human beings and AI system from Anthropocosmos. It's a very philosophical point, and I think this is the start of new revolutions for the people. We are sitting, and moreover walking on the same place where Aristotle walked, thought, and teach. Of course, we have the opportunity that me and Slava, we are the same place here. But also, I think with the feature that I show you, also you are not far from there, but from here. But everybody today who can face with this philosophical question that would not have been unfamiliar to him, to Aristotle, even he was 2,500 years ago. The question is, how do we create systems that, while acting as instrument or tool of human logic, of human reasons, maintain moral integrity and trust? This is very important for ethics today, to know how is the integrity and the trust, especially with AI, especially with the propaganda that we have, the disinformation that we have, especially that we can understand what is real and what is lost. In this time, in that subject, in this problem, Aristotle and Platon, from that time, they deal with that. It's very useful to remember the cave of the Platon, that the people there was living and they saw only the shadows of their bodies, and this was what we say the real for them. But when one escaped and he saw the life, the really that was outside of that dark cave, and he turned to tell it to everybody. Nobody was believed him because they thought that he's crazy. And this man also, he thought that he's crazy, and he started thinking if that was until now was living on shadows, was life or loss, but even if they knew that he saw is life or loss. So from that time, people had that question, how maintain their moral integrity and trust. And of course, except Platon, also Aristotle is connected with virtua, with the excellence. In Greece, we say arete. And this is the second concept. After that is the phronesis. Phronesis is the practical wisdom as discrimination and decision making. Forward on went to energy. The energy is from ergon, is what we can do, is the function of the system. And of course, the main is the reason, the logos, the speech, the logos, the reason. And this is what makes us as human beings. And on that, we have some questions. The second question is based on the three stages of the trust of the state politia of Aristotle. The first state is the idea, the design. In this side, in this politia, the first of the three, Aristotle rejects Platonic ideas as separate entities. For Aristotle, the idea is inherent in the matter, in the ύλη. In Greece, ύλη is the matter. The essence is compositive with the ύλη. They are together. And this was very new at that time. And I can tell you that they had a lot of problems with that idea. On that idea also, 500 years after that, Christians and different religions are based their philosophy. So the first questions that we have is, what is the idea of the trust of AI systems? Give me a minute, because here I can't find it. I have
Thank
no
you very
good
much,
translate,
Slava.
that's why. So this is the idea of the trustworthy of five systems. The second way is what does by design mean from trust of AI system? And this also here we have practical disseminations about the architecture's parts and transparent of AI. In the second book of Platon, of Aristotle, is about the praxis. The praxis, the actions. And the actions are begun with phronesis, which is the window needed for the right action. And of course, here is the arete, if the virtue is the state of the choice, or it comes as it is. Questions that here we have is how do AI systems develop practical wisdom in actions? And the third state of Aristoteles was the endelechia, is the repatement and the complementions. Here is the question is what is the annihilation of the trustworthiness of human beings and for AI system? And is this the bliss of the human world? All these states, three states that that time Aristotle make it and speak about that and teach about that. They made the four pillars of the harmonia and for this framework. And this is the connection with Aristotelian ethics and physics. And first of all is the truthworthiness, which is very important. It's most of our conference was speaking that 3 days. The second one is also the resilience from that time. That means that we have to connect the phronesis under the adversity. And of course, is the human centralness. This is anthropocentric system of our new AI and human beings and how they're working. Altogether, they are coming with the harmony, and the harmony must be in the right proportion and the balance between all that. And we have the question, how do we balance opposite requirements? That means the security vs usability or efficiency and all that. So in our conference, through all these practical and technical papers and all of these questions that we had in the 3 days, and especially in 2 plenary lectures that we had yesterday, there is 3 radical questions for our round table. First of all, the first question is what is the inner reason of the truthworthy AI? The second one is an AI a slave or is it instrument of the human reasons? How it's working? And the third question is what is the cosmology of this anthropocosmos that we see that is developing nowadays? I think these 3 questions that become also from us, we thinking about all the days, all the last years, what happens in our civilization, in our life, but also it's coming from the practical point of view and the technical point of view that desert this year and last year, of course, start from the last year, of course, we're speaking about that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Slava. Would you like to add something?
Yes, I very shortly. Dear colleagues, dear friends, dear Andrei, it has become a tradition to end the main part of the third conference program with a round table, where you try to look at the problems that will be discussed during 3 days of the conference from a broader civilizational perspective. The founder of this tradition is Emeritus Professor Andrzej Rusiński. Dr. Ted Kochanski, who unfortunately passed away 4 months ago, joined in its formation. The offline meetings of the third conference in Athens are held next to Aristotle School, where the giant of philosophical and scientist thought of the past millennia studied and further developed their theories. Their reflection and philosophical treatises inspire us to better understand modernity, perspectives, and means of technological development. For me, as a citizen of Ukraine, a country that has been defending itself for 12 years in a war with a cynical enemy, and as a scientist who deals with security and safety systems, this is important on a personal level. For several years now, my colleagues and I have been turning to philosophical laws to summarize the task and result of our own research. In particular, the triad of Platon, Hegel, and the young Hegelians, thesis, antithesis, synthesis, helped summarize evolution and predict the development of emergency protection system for reactors, nuclear power plants, and so on, which is built on the principle of diversity. The law of dialectics helped to better understand the problems of developing artificial intelligence, as said Professor Nikos Bardis. Indeed, the step-by-step development according to scheme human intelligence, artificial intelligence, synergetical intelligence corresponds very well to these triads and the law of negation of negation. So once again, thank you very much for this tradition, for this initiative, Professor Andrzej Rusiński, Dr. Adam Ustinovich, Professor Simon Reutman and colleagues, and Professor Nikos Bardis for these opportunities and initiative. Thank you so much for your attention, and dear Andrzej, let's continue. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Slava. Thank you very much, Nick. The only thing I can add to all these very important statements that we will try to be as good daughters and sons of Aristotle and Plato as possible. And on this slide, you can see that how Desert Conference was a catalyst for our way of thinking. So you can see here the list of specific things which sort of were developed and implemented because of the idea of desert. I would like to also add as a historical kudo that this year we celebrate 20 years of our friendship with Professor Harchenko. It started 20 years ago in Gdańsk, Poland. Dr. Kochański also was present there. And it happened during IEEE Texas conference. It was the first Homeland Security conference outside the United States. So I'm very, very happy to say that I know Slava for 20 years, and it was just a great relationship. Now it's time for Adam Ustinovich to deliver our feature talk. Adam, please go ahead. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Andrzej. It is a great pleasure to join this conference, especially that it took place in such magical place like this Lyceum in Athens. I was really listening to Professor Bardis with pleasure about this Platon Aristotle's tradition on the scientific conference in 21st century. 2,400 years ago, we are coming back to the same problems. Not just we have to solve, but completely in different environment. Maybe this conference, I didn't know if could you present my presentation, those slides? Is it possible? Is it possible to present the slides? If not, no, just it's no problem. I can continue. Yeah, here. So the first, yeah. Oh, fantastic. So this technology is the meaning is always before the technology, but here they are together. So this is maybe the last conference where everyone here remembers what it's like to think without AI and prepare this conference. Next will be different, I think. Next slide, please. Yeah, so this is the place which you can see from your windows, which I'm very jealous that I want to be there. But this is the place where this modern science and philosophy was born. We stand in the place where Plato, not so far, as Professor Barley said, not far from his place, Plato said that philosophy begins in wonder. And this wonder took us to the moon after 2,400 years. But as I said, the problems remain the same. Plato asked, who will govern us in Athens? He talked about democracy. He talked about the rules of king philosopher. Now we have to solve the question about autonomous AI. Who will rule this? Next slide, please. Sometimes we think that most people fear AI. They say that they will become too intelligent. They will rebel. They will take over. We'll lose control. But from Aristotle and Plato, we have to go to Stanisław Lem, Polish science fiction writer, but also scientist and philosopher of science. I think that Lem is very popular in Ukraine, especially, and just many people reading Stanisław Lem. But he warned that this is not a problem that machines will start to think, but people will stop to think. This is the real danger. Next slide, please. There is another famous person, von Herner, Sebastian von Herner, who in 1961 said that each civilization is on the road to destruction. They will destruct themselves, or it's lazy and will die because of doing nothing, just physical and biological degeneration. Stanisław Lem said that make it simpler, that every civilization has two paths: to threaten itself to death or to pet itself to death. But this is the two paths of destruction. And now this is atom bomb, which we fear. We stay alert. We responded. There were a lot of protest, demonstration, the peaceful movement, and so on. But now, on 21st century, please take into consideration that the landing on the moon, which happened in 1969, was possible because of the rocket that were designed to kill, to deliver the atomic bomb to the enemy. So something changed. Just in the same time, this in 1961, it was escape. It was great movement, Woodstock, and we remember, we were witness of this. It was great escape of young people to the drugs, to the LSD, to escape from technology. But now it's not a threat like an atomic bomb. It's on the right side of the slide. You can see that question that is always when you use the AI in your computer. Would you like me to design the next slide for you? Just say the word. Would you like me to take pictures? Would you like to make the format of this? So this is the comfort, but it make us lazy. We do not rebel against this. Next slide, please. But we are stop thinking. It's life became easy. Just thinking became not thinking, but it became easier because this AI will support you, will deliver you everything, but it's just a mirror. It's not. It not has a meaning. So we have now the choice. Whether we choose human wisdom, the search that was the thing that was Aristotle and Plato were talking about in Greece in this place, or the human degeneration. But on the same moment, not just AI could build, could be a tool, but it can also govern us. It depends on us. It just depends. I want to press it. It depends on us. It's Stanislav Lem say that technology is not dependent, is independent value of humanity. This is true, but if we lack of wisdom, next slide, please. If we lack of wisdom, it will rule us. Not just, but if we will continue to build this wisdom and meaning, we can control the AI, but first of all, we can be partners. That means we can work together. We can create together with the help of AI something which I called hybrid intelligence. With the humans' creativity, dignity, solidarity, and wisdom, and the speed of processing, which delivered by AI, that's mean speed patterns optimization, we can create something that Lem called technology of life, that we can come back to the evolutionary process of evolution, but with new tools. On the other pole, on the other side, there's a possibility that if people, but it's a matter of people who work on this, not just if those people are not wise, if they're just efficient, that means they're looking for optimization, they can do everything with artificial intelligence. They can construct new weapons, new technologies of mass destruction, new viruses, new catastrophe that will look like natural catastrophe. But everything is possible with human intelligence, but it could be evil, it could be good. No, just human, the hybrid intelligence have two roads. One is towards the technologies of life, one is destruction. Next slide, please. Yeah, and what is the real problem is not AI problem. This is educational problem. We are it's almost too late now. Just you are academic teachers, so you know that young people now they are completely lost. No, just because they could not find. This is very easy to listen to AI. No, just it give you the answer. No, just probably you saw in the TikTok or some pictures of crazy professors who are simply crazy because their students, they don't want to find the truth, the meaning. They just looking to AI and they have the ready answer. But this is the real bottleneck. Now we have to completely change the educational system. And this is the problem again, that we come back to the ancient Greece, where Aristotle told in this place, in this Lyceum, how to learn, the methods of thinking, not what to learn, but how to learn. And Plato talked about synthesis. That means connecting, creating, judgment. They were together talking about reason, just mean wisdom, judgment, meaning. And intelligence is not the same as reason, the logos. Speed is not the same as wisdom. Processing is not the same as understanding. Next slide, please. So we have to understand that if we want to survive, we have to develop reason in people, but in the same time, the speed of processing in machines. But together we can accomplish something really great. Not just we can crossed the path of Fortherner and Stanisław Lem, who told, as I said, just we can kill ourselves by atom bomb, or we can be lazy and stop thinking. Just so this is the only choice. But how to cultivate this meaning? Just I think that the best place which is neglected by many scientists is a question of beauty. But it was quite obvious, and Professor Bardis, I think that will agree, that for Plato, it was exactly the same problem, the problem of beauty. In circle of scientists, just people say, now this is idealistic. Just what are you talking about? Just about beauty in science? Yes. And you can come back to because beauty trains judgment at once. Just some scientists like Plato, philosopher, Copernicus, Skłodowska-Curie, Poincaré, Einstein, Professor Wilczek, Nobel Prize winner, they say that you can, the human being, the humans can just find the solution just because of beauty. Just the beauty trains judgment. I made an experiment in 10 with two French astronauts, George Zamka and Soichi Noguchi. I sent the record of Chopin. George Zamka took to space the record of Chopin, and during the opening ceremony of opening of the shelter of 7 windows of cupola, they listened to Chopin and they wrote the poetry. And then it happened that if you read this Western poetry by George Zamka, it's completely different than Soichi Noguchi. Just he said completely, looking at the same beautiful earth as on these photographs, this is not this one is better, another is worse. Now this is different. This is different, but it's a beauty that links them and enable them to understand that they are talking about the same. And no artificial intelligence can do that. No, just as a problem of meaning. And every safety critical system ultimately depends on human judgment. Just not on data only. Just we have to develop this human judgment, and it could be made based on beauty. And next slide, please. So this is what I would like to say on this conference of scientists, of engineers, that I'm not only a filmmaker, I'm also the graduate of Aerospace Institute in Warsaw and the doctoral thesis in thermodynamics. So don't be surprised that I'm not talking only about the beauty, but the meaning as engineer. But this meaning makes judgment dependable. Next slide, please. Space Lycan. So this is the place where wonder ignited philosophy 2,400 years ago. And now we have to make this quantum leap. No, there's no coming back to the past, but we have to go forward with wisdom guiding power. And what is magic in that this conference is here, that is really a good moment, good place, and good time to go forward. Just to create something that will be save our city. And next slide, please. And why the space? Because this is the model of resilient system that, as you know, they're just all catastrophe or misfunction of the system just leads to immediate death and the catastrophe of the habitats on space. So this is a great laboratory for this such system on Earth, which we have to build. Next slide, please. So this is my master, Stanisław Lem. I met him many years ago, 30 years ago. I read his ideas, and they are really something that I'm unbelievable that how is precisely he described the situation that we are now. So this is the problem of integrating human wisdom with computational power for machines towards this technology of life. Next slide and last slide, please. So what I would like to say, so this is, again, this is, the threat is not the machine will start to think, but people will stop, no, just, and our hope is the human vision will guide machine power. And the space Lycion, this very place that we are here, is maybe the beginning of something great that I hope we can do together, that this is the resilient node from Earth to the stars and building dependable humanity into the age of AI. And join us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Adam. Now it's time for panelists, everybody who would like to speak up and to take advantage of our time and of our place. I can see a lot of passion in everybody's presentation and a lot of goodwill to change the world. We don't have too much time left, so go ahead and please, we are open to questions and for the discussion, for the debate in the style of Aristotle and Plato. Go ahead. Questions, please. Statements. So everything is clear and we solved all the problems of the Earth right now, right? So maybe I would like a question. You know, it's the vision of the space Lycion is pretty clear, but we would like to make sure that it happens in Greece, it happens in Athens, it happens close to the Academos garden and so on. So we would like to hear your vision, how to implement this space Lycion, what it should look like. It should be a laboratory of some kind, should be some kind of a virtual organization. We have our concepts, but it is very important that this is something which is sort of associated with Athens and Greece. So we would like to hear your opinion. How would you like to see this new type of a laboratory for new era in education developing? Any thoughts?
But who do you address this question to me? No.
To everybody. This is the open panel for everybody. So everybody who attends can speak up and talk. Go ahead.
I hope that Professor Bardis will answer.
Yes. I think yes. It's very interesting this question, and we can say that what is the lithium and why all this happened. The space is very important. The space is very important. It's where Aristotle thought empirism and dialogues. And of course, today the space Lycion is the prototype for how we can create trustworthy system through the synthesis, as you said, very nice, of ancient philosophy and modern technology. And modern technology, what is? Modern technology is AI now. Is AI, but not only AI, is also all the ethics that comes from this side of the technologies. So we need through this lithium to start, and of course as I said, the lithium is like a desert that we had this year and the last year, with problems that we face with them, with the real problems and philosophical problems, because we have and theory and practical problems. And the test that everybody was speaking, is the ethics that we have today is enough power to guide the life and with AI systems, how we can do it. Yesterday in the plenary lectures, we had more than 2 hours to speak about that, how AI can decide without humans, and if the bias that make it enough correct or not correct. How is the relation between agents of AI agents and the humans, and or the multiply of that? And this is a challenge for philosopher, engineer, and society as a whole problem. That means that Anthropocosmos needs a new ethics, and the new ethics began from all these conferences that take places today in this in Lithium and Aristotelis. But I think that Lithium Aristotelis is everywhere now, in every region. So they are speaking about that the problems. I think that we have from the trust in technology to go to technology of trust, and the education that Adams, dear Adams, says is very important. It's very important, because we can go to that place with no education as we knew it and until now. The education must transfer to something else, that our kids will learn it with the same, but maybe in different ways, but people must be continue thinking and making new. And of course, we have to design systems to generate the maintain trust, and this requires philosophical depth and technical precision. So Lyceum is our region, is our schools today. I think that we have to work on that, and hope that everything is gone with peaceful and not with wars that can make us in catastrophe way of thinking and living. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nick. Once again, I would like to call everybody who would like to speak up and say his or her statement. You are welcome. If not, then I'm going to ask another question. Go ahead. Maybe somebody would like to talk. Go ahead. Don't be shy.
Okay. Thank you for this possibility for interesting discussion, and I can agree with Professor Nikos Bardis. And actually, the thing is the following, that the problem of actually education and how actually to maintain this process again returns us back to the earliest stages of the education in history. And actually, this is the possible answer, because there are things that never changed, like a candle or pen or something basic things that not depends on the power switch that can disable the some elements of AI implemented like a service that can, or that looks like capable to change something. But really, it looks like this is a potential problem that that new students can, for some period, stop their thinking, but technically it looks like some only small period, and within the question how to continue the education within this problem and with this new challenge, maybe it's reasonable to not go forward with all steps, but maintain the attempts, approaches to maintain the previous style of education, even with a paper and a pen, that can improve the skills of students and any person within this process to actually be ready to use some automation in form of elements of AI to consider it like a really tool, like it was mentioned, but not the thing that can replace something, to use it only in cases where it can help for a moment, but not all the time, because actually in this case the brain will try to save the resources and will not continue actually the growth and the increasing of own potential, and this is really the risk. But technically, if we will consider few generations, if it happened, it will start again from the same point when it was maybe few centuries ago, or maybe even 1,000 years ago. And actually, because of that, it's really important to maintain the same approaches of education with the books and so on. Thank you.
Well, Artem, thank you very much. It's great that you spoke about your ideas. Thank you very much for that. Because we are approaching the end of our time allocated to this roundtable, let me just summarize very quickly, and let me just say a couple of words about Ted Kochanski. Well, what you have accomplished, this is my summary, this is how I see it from the other side of the Atlantic Ocean. I see that we have some great fruits and great merits you have accomplished. Number one is this concept of space icon. This is a resurrection of this ancient and still very valid idea. We have this concept of a new era in education, which is definitely very much needed today. But we also, you have created a new branch of science and engineering. I call it AI critical infrastructure. It's not a traditional critical infrastructure. This is an AI critical infrastructure. And I would like to emphasize that not only we have to protect people from AI to avoid so-called dark AI, but AI needs protection by people, because we have to also reverse this relationship and make sure that AI is a harmonical part of our civilization. So we are looking for this harmonious state to be ideal for the future of our civilization. So that's my very, very short summary. And let me just say a couple of words about Ted. Not everybody knows Dr. Ted Kochanski. The reason I'm talking about that, he has been an outstanding person, outstanding scientist associated with MIT the whole life, and IEEE. He has been a great mind and great educator, and essentially the source of great ideas. Just two examples. I had the pleasure of working with him on global engineering for many, many years around the globe. He did outstanding projects in many countries all around the world. And also his recent passion was associated with his specialty and his PhD. It was energy fusion. And unfortunately, he was supposed to deliver his last paper in September in Warsaw, and he was not able to do that. So anyhow, I still miss him very much, and he has been a great contributor to Desert, and he will be ever remembered. And I appreciate and thank you very much for your thoughtfulness that you allowed me to say a couple of warm and good words about my friend who is not longer with us anymore. Thank you very much for that. And thank you very much for the opportunity of running this round table. It was, as I said, a great Christmas present for me. Thank you very much. The last comment is it possible to run this video from Adam? Is it okay? Would be a nice thing to do. Thank you very much again.
The stars have wisdom. They share the light of ages. The trees are watchers. They record the years and the seasons. They do this for you. You are the future.
Okay, I'm done, and we can move to the closing ceremony of the conference.
Thank you. Maybe one of our PhD students would like to add something.
Hello, my name is Pavlo. I'd like to. I have one thesis, about this thing with AI, and in the early 19th century, workers known as the Luddites destroyed sewing and textile machines because they feared losing their jobs. These acts were protests against industrialization and poor working condition, not only technology itself. And it feels for me that it was more about, their fear about unknown future. And we are now with AI in very similar situation, because main reason of this fear is AI appear in our life very fast. Only yesterday I thought about this. Imagine maybe 5 years ago, and somebody tells you that AI we can do everything. AI can answer any your question. AI can write scientific papers. AI can discuss with you some crazy ideas, and even can create cure from cancer or something like that. And I would call such person, okay, not crazy, but like, that this person doesn't understand anything. I would be sure that we are maybe 30, 40 years behind the times when AI will be capable of something that it is capable now. So maybe the reason is just it comes to our life very fast, and we as humanity are, can't adapt to such changes so fast. So yes, it will change everything, and we just need time to accept it. Thank you.
Well, I am not in charge of anything, so I cannot speak technically. So I'm going to be quiet and listening.
Thank you, Paulus, for your short speech and for your thinking, because it's very important to understand all together opinion of our young scientists, because future of our civilization is the future of young scientists and young people. Thank you. I think Professor Andrzej, it's a good point of our round table, and one more PhD students would like to add. I think we need to provide this possibility. Of course, Bogdan.
Yeah, well, I just want to say that I agree with point that progression in development and technologies also leads to inversional proportional in human thinking, because we got a lot of, for example, libraries and some technologies to use in development, but still we think less how it working and how to use it more perfectly, as would say. That's it.
Thank you, and after pre-final stage of our round table, there are a new our colleagues who would like to add. Please, Professor Vladimir Zaslavsky.
Okay, 1 minute only. I'm Professor Taras Shevchenko, National University, Faculty of Cybernetics. And I told you, I studied at the university, and Viktor Glushkov, he is director of Institute of Cybernetics, in 1974 discussed about artificial intelligence and future and so on. But it's also, now we will see result of information technology, mathematical tools, and also it's developed activity very fast, found some solution and so on. I was involved in space technology very long time, and know it's necessary to create mathematical model, different possibility, critical elements, critical infrastructure, and so on. Also, I am a member of IASA, International Institute for Applied System Analysis, and last year at IASA was create special hub scientific democracy. This idea of this center is influence as a base of knowledge, as a base of specialists, as a base of people who understand process, understand safety and security in the world, to move this idea, technology, and support information for decision making in the pyramid, for government, for different government in the world, because we need to create safety in the world. We need to support this, you see. And I see, I know it's also conference is very important, and is some innovative event in the world, because we discuss, we consider different point of view and so on. And I think it's this conference, I support this conference, and I was in 2 years ago in Athens. When I studied at school, our teacher, historical, he was in Athens a very long time, and he discussed, and I buy a book about, it was, I was very young, but it was very interesting to discuss about this territory, because it's a center of creation people here. And I see, and also my point of view, we will use IE, but necessarily create new, innovate, and create new model, new possibility, and found a special solution for safety and security. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I think, Professor Rusinski, we could continue our roundtable after closing session, because there are a lot of new ideas, new participants. Okay. Thank you very much, all participants of this roundtable. One more, I thank for this initiative all our colleagues, Professor Andrzej Rusinski, Adam Ustinovich, Professor Nikos Bardis, and all participants. And hence now we have 2-3 minutes minutes before start of our closing session. Please be here, and during a few minutes we will continue. Thank you very much once more.
Thank you.
Thank you, Adam, for your participation as well, and for absolutely incredible video film. We will see and show this video for our students, our lecturers in our university, and for other participants. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And okay, let's wait, and we will start with our closing session.
Yeah, Professor Rusinski, I think that we have to vote something for memorial for our friend Ted next year in Conference of Desserts to make some special event. What do you think about that?
Well, let's discuss it. As I said, I do appreciate, because you know, it's unbelievable how responsive and sensitive you are, and to accommodate my request. And well, you know, it's one of those things that we don't really know what to do and what is the right thing to do. So, and just the fact that you are talking about that, it's very, very moving and very appreciative. Thank you very much. Thank you. I do appreciate that. And everything what you said and what you have done as part of this conference will be conveyed to the wife of Ted Kochański. I'm in contact with her, and she will know exactly what happened. So thank you very much.
I have to thank you for your friendship.